Hi everyone, I am going to show you how to use a fun, free game called Kahoot to create some assessments for your classes that are easily accessed through any device. The teacher or the student can use a phone, laptop, any kind of iPad or tablet, anything you want. The only thing you're going to need is somewhere to display the quiz. So if you're seeing me here, I hope, I would have this on my smartboard, and this window over here will be what the kids would see on their device, whatever they're using. Alright, I wanted you to see both sides of it at once. So in order to create a Kahoot, we're going to go here and choose Create a Kahoot. And I am already logged in. I have a free account, so that's pretty easy. And over here, this is what the kids would do. This is what the app picture looks like. It's just a purple box with a white K and an exclamation mark. Or they could choose just Kahoot. And once we get our game built, you'll get a pin, and that's what they put in here, and we'll get going from there. So back to here. We have three choices. After you do your intro quiz and blah blah blah, we can create a quiz which will grade them, mark them right or wrong, a discussion which will really just track their answers, and a survey which will which will compile their answers and you can compare. Alright? I'm going to really focus on the quiz right now because I think it's the most useful for our purposes. Alrighty, so we're going to keep it simple. Let's start by giving our quiz a name. Let's call it Addition Facts. And go. Alright, now it takes you right here to question number 1. We're going to say, what is 1? Where's that plus sign? Plus 1. And now here you have the option of taking an image from your desktop if you like. I'm going to skip that for right now because it just takes a lot of extra time. I'm sure by now we all know how to grab a picture. You also have an option of importing a video, even a YouTube video, if you think that would be helpful. Again, I'm going to skip that for right now because I don't want to run out of time. Points question. This is a question for points, yes. We can say how long we're going to allow them to give an answer. I'm going to be generous here and give them 60 seconds. And here we go. Now it automatically gives you the choice for four answers. If you want more, you can add or subtract. Or this one maybe is only subtract. Alright, answer 1. Let's see, our question was what is 1 plus 1? So let's make that 0. And that would be an incorrect choice. And it's going to give them 59 Kahoots. Alright? They're not called points, they're called Kahoots. And let's make this 4. That's also an incorrect. And let's put our correct answer here and mark it that that is the correct answer. And then let's put 1 down here. Alright. Now let's add another question. Question number 2 is what is 3 plus 3? Nice and easy. You could put a different picture on there if you wanted to. I think it would be nice to put like 3 dots plus 3 dots if you're working with younger kids, but that's up to you. Alright, so let's always start with 0 because you know how they like that. Let's do 2. Let's do 9 for those smart ones who already know how to multiply. And let's put 6 and remember to say that that is your correct answer. Alright, so here we go. Let's save and continue. Now, here we go. We have 2 questions. Let's say, oh, I want to make that one first. I can switch them around. And you can see I did not change this one to 60 seconds. I'm going to leave them have longer time for the first one. and then shorter. If I wanted to change it, I could go back and edit. It's very, very, very simple. All right, let's go back to save and continue, okay? All right, now I'm not going to edit anything, so we're going to continue again. We're in English. Our settings are public, which means anybody can access this afterwards. That's how I'm going to leave it for now, so you can all see this, but then later on I'll probably make it private. My audience is a school. And for a difficulty level, I'm going to call this beginner, just because it is. And then let's call it addition facts for first graders. Okay, just to give somebody a little more information about what they might be getting into if they choose to play. Alrighty. I'm still going to skip the picture and the YouTube video, and here we go, we're done. Alright, now remember, this is where you will come in on your smartboard. So let's do play now, and there are a few more controls. Display the game pin throughout, leave that on just in case you have somebody come in late. Then at least the pin is right there for them to see. If you're already on question 3, they can still see it and get in without anybody having to help them out. Minimized instructions, I always leave that on. Randomize your order of questions. Now that can be a good one. I'm going to leave that off for now, but say you didn't really want to have all the questions come up in the same order. If you're doing the same quiz 5 times in a row in a day, it might be more fun for you to randomize them. You can randomize the order of the answers. I'm not going to do that because I did that myself. If you remember, I made the correct answer, I think the 3rd choice and then the 4th choice. But if you wanted to put them all in the first spot as you were creating, just always put your correct answer first, then you would choose randomize the order of the answers, and then that would mix it up a little bit. Play music in the lobby while waiting. I really like the sound of the music, but we're going to turn that off for now. Alright? Then advanced options, automatically move through. I like to leave that off because this is meant for little students, and I think they'll get a little freaked out if it just goes without them saying so. And I want them to get used to the idea of having to hit next. Require them to join after each one? No. And no, we don't need to show them the Wi-Fi. So let's launch. Here we go. Here's all your devices that you can use. And here is your game pin. Okay? Now I'm going to go over here. Remember, this is the student side. And I'm going to enter that. 328 279. Enter. Alright. Now, says nickname. My district is very, very protective of students' identities, so I would never have them use their name. The computers in my media center are numbered, so I would have them type their computer number for their nickname. It's easy enough. I have a list that shows me who sits at what computer, and I could track them that way without having to worry about their names being anywhere where they can be tracked. Alright? Now once they've put in their number, we're going to join the game, and you can see that here they are. They just joined the game. It says you're in. Do you see your name appear at the front? Now this being the front of the classroom, the smartboard, TV, whatever you've got going on. Or if you're working with a small group, you could be doing this on a laptop and a couple of them could be sitting around you watching. Alright, whatever works for you. Now the teacher has control of how we go through the game. I'm going to say start now, and it's loading, and here you go, mine's loading. And here's question number 1 of 2. What is 1 plus 1? Here's the program generated image since we didn't pick one. Now, what is 1 plus 1 is your question. Here's your answer. Notice what it looks like. Here's my number 2. They don't have the numbers over here, they just have the symbol. So they have to pick that, and look at that. They scored 833 Kahoots for you, and you're in first place. Yay, you. Alright, and here's a little printout showing how we did. We had one person get it right. Obviously, if we had 10 people playing, I could keep track and make sure all 10 have answered and not go on until they do, which is great. Let's go to the next question. So there's our scoreboard, and here we are. Alright, what is 3 plus 3? The answer is 6. I can see it up here on the smartboard. I'm going to choose it on my device as a student, and boom. Look how good I am. I am in first place, 1 out of 1. Alright, so let's click next. Here's my score. Obviously, if there were other players, their scores would be listed as well. Hopefully, we'd have a 20-way tie for first place. Alrighty, here you go. These are their Kahoots for number 4. Let's look at feedback and results. Now, this is my screen, but this is really for the students. How fun was this game? Oh, it was a 5, for sure. Did you learn something? Definitely. Do you recommend it? Now, this is, again, something for the website if you're going to try to play it as a public person. And let's, of course, give it a thumbs up. And let's say it was fabulous. You immediately see the results of your ratings, which is always nice. And then let's go to our final results. Here you go. Now I know I made this really simple, but let's think about it for a second. Let's say this was really a rather comprehensive reading comprehension quiz. Multiple choice, obviously. Let's say you want to use it for a grade. Watch this. I can download my results. It throws them right into an Excel spreadsheet. And here we go, student. Now remember I said I know what student is linked to number 4. Correct answers, incorrect answers. Now the Kahoot score, obviously I'm not going to base my grade on that unless I want to figure out the percentage and all that stuff. But I can, of course, figure this out from here, maybe fill in another column for myself, make it calculate the percentage and give me my grade right there. I can see what they actually chose as an answer. I mean, this is really amazing to be able to do all of this. So, we can mark it as a favorite. You know, we can do all of these different things, which is really great. And over here, it does tell the student, your game is over. You got 2 correct and 0 incorrect. Now, obviously, I'm talking about first graders. They're not going to be sharing this on Twitter or Facebook, but hey, you never know. Some of you might want to use a simple program for older kids, and if that's allowed within your district, go for it. Alrighty. Let's go back to here, sorry. The other choices were create a discussion or a survey. Let's do the survey one. Survey. Favorite fruit. Alright, we're going to be really simple here. What is your favorite fruit? And no pictures. Let's give them some time for this. And I'm going to do apple, orange, add another question, favorite orange fruit. Sorry, let's make that nicer. is your, I'm